Hello again, it's Danielle. Welcome back to my channel. I'm here today to do a flip through of these three Christmas junk journals. Sorry, it's been a long day, that are available in my Etsy shop. This one is possibly reserved. She wanted to see the flip through first. If like I said, if she doesn't decide to purchase it, then I will change the listing and make it open to anybody. Before I get started, I want to update you guys. So this journal has been requested, and this is going to be my priority in the next few days. So I'm going to finish this one up. She wants it embellished, and then I will also have this sewing card, lacing card, that I'm converting into a journal available. This is a scrapbook paper, and I think, unless one of you guys messages me and wants it embellished, I think I'm going to do this one unembellished, so that, and I'll cover it with scrapbook paper on the inside too, and maybe send like a few little embellishments along just for fun, just so that I can offer that. And then also a frosty will be unembellished. I just need to add some more scrapbook paper pages to it, and some end pages and that sort of thing. So if you see either of those, I'm planning to do these unembellished unless somebody just really needs to have one embellished. And then I'll also have this cordite freeze box. I don't know if I'll embellish. I think I'll embellish this one. I'll have this one coming, and I have a tassel made already for Frosty and Cordite, and I think she wants a tassel on the cookbook one too, this guy, Country Kitchen. So I'll make a tassel for that one too, so you guys can be on the lookout for those videos. And then I'm going to do one more week of, I want to make some greeting card junk journals using the two greeting cards that I've been using throughout all these journals, and some junk journals using this playing card featured on the cover. So probably a little bit smaller. I haven't figured it out yet, but I've been really wanting to do that. So I really want to do this. And even if I'm too late and nobody wants them this year, I still want to make them, and I can save them for next year or whatever. I've been really wanting to try that out. So I'll probably do some of those embellished and some of them unembellished. And I'm thinking probably like single signatures. So just to kind of vary the price points of the journals, so that if you really wanted a Christmas journal and you want to document in it, then, you know, the single signature, unembellished, more simple are obviously going to be a lower price point. So I did want to offer that this year. So, and then after that week, I'll probably start doing my own crafting and playing with my family more, kind of enjoying soaking up the season for a few weeks, and then I'll be back at it. But that's what I'm planning to do. So anyhow, like I said, back to this video. Just stay on track here. Christmas is coming. It's maybe reserved. Santa's surprise book and Baby's First Christmas are now listed in my shop, if you're seeing the video. And so we'll go through the flip through. We're gonna start with Santa's surprise book. This is one of my favorite books. I found this copy and another copy that's in not very good condition at a local antique mall, and I just love this book. I don't really know why. It's not in perfect condition. The corners show some wear, and if you ever see a book and you order it and you really want book corners, just send me a message. I'll place them on, or send them along if you prefer to place them. But I did want to point out that there is some wear here. I think it's the remnant of like a price sticker. It's not super obvious, but it is there. And this is the back. Look how cute it is. Oh, I just love the illustrations on this cover. And of course I made a removable tassel for it. And it's got some jingle bells and some vintage ornaments and beads and my goodness, bingo coins. And another ornament. Just some fun things. This is some vintage gift tie. And like I said, it's removable. So this book measures 5 3/4 by 8 1/2 and has a 2-inch spine. There are 3 signatures. It does have a somewhat flexible spine. And I already took the tie off, but it has a little scrappy tie. This is actually, no, these are individual fabrics. Just some vintage Christmas fabrics. This is from a sheet. And the rest are vintage Christmas, I think. So we'll go ahead and take a peek on the inside. I did leave the end pages as they were because they're really cute. On the front page, you may want to do some collaging over this. It had like a phone number and a little smiley face in pencil here, and I erased it, but you can still kind of see through it. So if that bothers you, you could just do a cute little collaging over that, or put the year or something like that. So on the front page here, we have a doily, paper doily, one of the music card tags with the Christmas tree charm and some baker's twine clipped on. A lot of things clipped on. There are the paper clips that I made and some pom-poms on the side. The vintage postulette I've been using a lot this year, and just some collaging. This is a vintage ticket, but this is not. This was, I don't even remember where I got this from. It's not vintage. And then one of the die cut poinsettias. This is a printable image backed onto cardstock, and then use some stickles and a printable photo here. And then a vintage coaster and ledger paper. Here on the back, I did a Tim Holtz ticket and a vintage seal and a vintage savings stamp. This is some printable gift wrap. Just like all the other journals this year, all the printables I use are listed below. I didn't put down like this printable was from this shop. If you can't find it, or you really just don't want to, leave me a comment and I'll look up which shop one particular thing is from. And this is a fabric cluster here. And then another printable image with stickles backed onto some glittery cardstock, shimmery, I should say. It's not super glittery. And a paper poinsettia. And I did put stickles on the middle of the poinsettia. Here's one of the beaded paper clips. And this doesn't have anything clipped on it, but before it goes out, I will clip something on both sides. And then some vintage gift wrap with Santas and one of the printable altered milk tabs. This is a little collage here. In the background is one of the Tim Holtz tickets, and then there's a die cut snowflake and a fussy cut, or Carla Frizzell just taught us it's called kissy cutting, digital image here of Santa. And it is a tuck spot, and this is an image, not an image, a poem from an Ideals magazine. And then one of the little hollies that I made here. This is a star with a seal, label, and a snowflake on some vintage ledger. And music paper, the greeting card. These are one of the ones that I really want to try to make some sort of junk journal with this on the cover. Like I said before, I haven't quite figured it out yet, but I need to get it out of my brain. I need to make some. Another paper clip here. Again, I didn't paper clip anything. I thought this felt like a little bit light. Don't you worry, it'll be fluffy and filled with stuff paper clipped on by the time it gets to you. And then this is a printable snowman that I cut out and a printable label. And then this is some fabric ruffles, 2 different fabrics, and then a Noel embellishment on this ledger paper. Pom-poms, the decoupaged napkin, and a vintage postcard and a printable doily. And then on the middle signature of this one is the story. So the story is readable and intact. If you choose not to read the story and you don't want it, what you could do is you could always take this out and use the pages for further embellishing, and then create your own signature and sew it in here. You just have to use this as the template to line up the holes. Hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about. That makes sense. Another poem from the Ideals magazine. Another vintage seal here. And some vintage gift wrap. So a little journaling tag. And this is a tuck spot as well, with a tally and a guest check that you can alter. This is a vintage price ticket, some glassine paper, more ledger. This is just a little floating pocket. I'm going to cut this down to size and stitch around it so that it can be a pocket for you to use anywhere. I forgot I was going to do that, but I'll just paper clip it on so you can add it wherever. And then the envelope here, I didn't put anything in that yet, but I will. And another paper clip. Some collaging up here using the poinsettia and a Nichols coin wrapper and a little ticket from the Tim Holtz set and a little Tim Holtz sticker. Again, a little gingerbread guy with stickles. Just a good journaling card and a vintage price ticket here. Altered Rolodex, jumbo Rolodex. A vintage coaster, more collaging. This is a vintage 1940 envelope with the stamps. It has this really wonderful writing on it. I turned into a pocket. This is from an Ideals magazine, a check. This one's from September 1951, and a vintage postcard. And that is the back. That brings us to the end. So I will go through the other two fairly quickly because a lot of the elements are the same. I'm going to go through Baby's First Christmas next. Again, it has a scrappy tie and a removable tassel. These tassels, you kind of have to fidget with them to get them to lay exactly how you want. There's a lot of string left if you have things you want to add on, but there's a bell, a little peppermint candy bead, a bingo chip, a little bead there. There's this vintage ornament and this vintage ornament, and some fibers. This is some sari silk, polka dot sari silk, and some vintage gift tie. And then, like I said, the scrappy tie. This is a Wonder Book, measures 8 by 6, has a 2-inch spine, and this one has 2 signatures. Here's the, and I did leave the end pages as they were because I thought that they looked really cute with the journal. Even this page kind of goes a little bit with that, so I left it. I just stuck this snowman, vintage snowman greeting card in here for you to kind of cut this out and use it as you wish. This is one of the fabric collage tags with the Christmas tree charm and a seal, a vintage seal. This is a book page image from another book. I think it was A Night Before Christmas book. And a vintage ticket up here and some pom-pom trim. Another check and a handmade paper clip with some beads. This is an image from the story. It has a fabric ruffle and a holidays embellishment here. And the copyright of this one is 1959. Here's one of the gift tags and another envelope. And some things tucked in here. This is the printable milk cap and some printable gift wrap. This one's printable. It's really cute. I think that one was from PastPaperPrettiesCo or something like that. I can't remember. I have to look it up if you want to know. And then this is some vintage wrapping paper and a vintage seal here. A score pad, altered score pad with some paper attached to the back. You can use that as a tuck spot or as a journaling tag. And a postcard and another image from the book. A lot of these, you know, again, can be tuck spots, further embellished as tags, whatever you want to use it as. A vintage coaster. And this is an image from the book, and I made it into a side tuck here. Another little journaling card with a fabric ruffle, and then bells embellishment. This is a printable image with some stickles on the flame and on the little berries. Vintage postcard and a little tuck here. These are optional tucks. You don't have to use these as a tuck. If you want to make this part of your layout, you just do your work and just kind of tuck this under here so it's just another part of your little layout. Or if you want to just write on this page, you just write here and then you have a little decorated area. This one says believe. And this is the Santa with the stickles. Another book page image here and a handmade beaded paperclip and another vintage card. I did reinforce the pages with some tape. This is some tea stained paper. And then a little tab up here with a snowman and a savings stamp. This is a printable image that's a tuck spot here, and it has a vintage postalette tucked in, and a vintage postcard, and a vintage first day envelope. And then the coaster. This is either a tag or a tuck from the book, and a fabric little cluster up here as a tab. Some collaging. This is more vintage wrapping paper. Another seal and some ledger. This you can choose to, I'll probably tie these for you. I'm going to leave them long in case you want to put anything on them. But I'll tie them, and if you purchase this and want to cut it short, you could just trim it up here. And then this one, you could always make it into an envelope. So kind of hide the strings. This is some wallpaper. I don't think I mentioned that on the other side. This is, I love this greeting card. It's for grandson's first Christmas. You don't have to use it for a boy. If you wanted to use it for a girl, you can just kind of add some paint here or some glitter on the hat or something to cover that up. But it folds out into 3, and there's lots of different things you can either fussy cut out or turn into tags or collage with, whatever you like. And this one's has not been used. Another vintage seal and postcard, she label for ginger ale, one of the holly leaves that I made, and the envelope with another paper clip here, just some things paper clipped on the back. There's a math card you can alter and a Santa playing card. And then another image from the book. Again, tuck spot or journaling card, or you could do it as a flip-in. And then that brings us to the pack. So that's the Wonder Book, and I will quickly go through Christmas is Coming. Again, it's 6 by 8 and has a 2-inch spine. This one has 3 signatures. Again, the same similar things: a bell, peppermint, ornament, bingo, beads. More strings for you to tie other things to if you'd like. This one is a scrappy tie, but it's made with a piece of fabric that was like kind of faux quilting. So it's all the same fabric, but it looks just like the scrappy tie. It was really cool, and I just discovered that I could use that. Again, I left the end pages. This is an end page that I did glue over the original end page. With some of the Wonder Books, you get this extra little page in here. And let's see, this is the other half of it, I think, like when you're looking at the book. Anyway, there was writing on the end paper, so I just used this, cut it down to size, and placed it on here to cover it up. And then kind of go through here again, more stickles on the little girl, some tea stain paper on the back of that one, the napkin and the she label and the Christmas envelope, some vintage wrapping paper and price ticket, more collaged, image from the book, tuck spot or journaling tag with that printable photograph. So I did reinforce the pages with some tape, and the copyright of this one is 1952. This is a vintage price ticket. Again, pom-pom trim. Some ledger with a seal and saving stamps. This is a floating pocket or tuck spot or tag. Or if you want to attach it down, it can be a double, like a tuck spot back here and a pocket here. This is from a different book. I think it was The Night Before Christmas, one of the Night Before Christmas books that I have. This is from this book. This postcard. This is cute. From us. It's such a cute little greeting card though, and it's never been used. It's one of those that opens into 4, so lots of journaling, writing space if you want to use it. You could make it as a pocket or a belly band and then open it up and have it like that. Lots of different things you could do with it. Another paper clip with beads. This is a quilted fabric tag. And some vintage fabric ruffle here. This is a vintage postcard that is used as a belly band, and that printable with the stickles. Little side loading pocket here. Little journaling tag. The envelope and the gingerbread cookie guy, and some tea stained paper and a vintage postcard. Another tag or tuck or flip. A check, vintage check. Some music paper with little notes on it. This one had the note of November 13th, 1963, and they just made little marks with red pen on some of the spots. And another tag or tuck. And another beaded paper clip. A tally, an envelope, and another printable. This one has some gold gel pen. A little tab with a printable and the scrapbook paper, and then one of the holly leaves that I made with the die cuts. Another little stickles card. And the last signature here, postcard, the vintage gift wrap, another envelope, and a coaster, altered score pad, page, the glassine paper, storybook pages. This is some 25-cent, like 25, like Christmas the 25th. I thought was cute. There's some yellow in this one, so I wanted to add those. And then another little printable with stickles. All of these stars, these are actual vintage seals. And the little presents tag. Some more collaging with a Santa. Another book page image. This is a printable. And some gift wrap that you could use in collage or making a tag or a pocket or a flip up. And that it brings us to the end. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope these gave you some fun entertainment and inspiration. And again, you'll see me soon. I'm working my little tail feathers off here. I've really been working hard this season, and I'm having a lot of fun, and I really appreciate you guys and appreciate your feedback. And everybody who's purchased a journal from me has taken the time to send me a message, you know, after they've received it, and I'm just so thankful, because sometimes I'm working hard and staying up late and thinking like, I hope these are going to be appreciated and going into good hands, and I really feel like they are. So I really thank you guys for that, and I will be back to show you more journals. And then after I'm done with that, I'm probably going to maybe make my own on camera. I think that would be fun. So I'll see you guys again shortly. I hope you are having a good Christmas season, and until the next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.